Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the DRC Season 5 pre-season intro stream. This is a live stream where we're going to go through the driver lineups for this season's racing. And of course, we are going to start off with the main team. It is Mercedes. Their drivers this year going with a brand new lineup, of course, sticking with Rafa and Lorenzo for Season 3 and Season 4. They are going with Yuri and Derek for this season. This will be their first full season in Season 5. Next up, we will go to Scuderia Ferrari, of course not having the best of seasons last year with Can and Karem, but this season they will jump ship and have Killers and Marcus will join the team. Of course, raced one race last year, but he will be joining Killers alongside. Killers going into his third season in DRC. His best place in the championship is 12th and hoping to improve on that this season. With Marcus coming into his first full DRC season. But he did finish 20th last season, of course, getting some points in Abu Dhabi, I believe. Next up we do go to Red Bull Racing, and we are just going to take the Alfa Romeo drivers from last season. They do have Tentun Stelling join the team, as he was with them once before, and alongside Tentun Stelling we do have Van Raj, of course. Van Raj going into the fourth season in DRC, with Tentun Stelling going into his third, and both best finishes second and third respectively, so both well-known drivers for the Red Bull team. And how do we change the car? There we go. The next team we will look at is Renault, and of course they do have a full rookie lineup for this year. They do have Jack Redmond will partner Paolo, and both in their first seasons in DRC, so we'll have to wait and see what their pace can be like around these circuits. Of course, with the pre-season starting in Singapore, of course with the season starting in Singapore, and pre-season starting Monday. 3 days of testing around Bahrain, France, and another track that I can't remember. We move along now to the Haas F1 team. Haas had a good season last year and will keep the same lineup of Danny Headkemper and Dimitri for season number 5. They both going into their second season, with Danny finishing third, getting a one race win under his belt, and nearly got a second, only for Dart FIFA to crash him out in Abu Dhabi. Dimitri going into his second season, of course one of his highlights definitely being that really smooth overtake the outside of Matthias in Canada. Really good overtake from the Haasman. Now we do move along to the McLaren side for this season. McLaren will have Stein race at the team, last year's Williams driver, going into his first full season, but of course did race some races last year. We do have Sebastian, or as he is known, SVDL, also having some good race, winning the Constructors' Championship last year, but he has jumped ship from the Racing Point team to join McLaren. And we've gone out of the menu. Now, last season's Constructors' Champions have an all-change lineup for this season. Racing Point will have Jay Fletcher and Lucas both join the team, both two rookies, and both will be hoping to impress, just like Dart FIFA and SVD did last season for the Racing Point team. Next we move along to Alfa Romeo, where they will have Toro Rosso's lineup from last season. Matthias will join Levy in the Alfa Romeo, both going into their second season. Matthias winning the Australian Grand Prix last year and finishing second in the championship, so a well-experienced side going to the Alfa Romeo team. We then move on to Toro Rosso. Toro Rosso will have two very experienced drivers in the form of Quickster and Rafa, both going into their fifth season in DRC, have been here all along. Rafa, of course, season 2 champion, and Chris finishing second that year. Or we move on to what would be a contender for the Constructors' Champion, the Williams team. At the back, they will have last season's champion Dart FIFA alongside Karem. We've seen he had good potential in the Williams side, a very, very competitive side for Williams. Of course, with Thomas winning 10 Grand Prix last season, both gone into their second season, and of course Thomas being the Season 1 champion. Now, we are going to go through the calendar for you for season number 5. And the calendar will be as follows. We will start the season off in Singapore, the Marina Bay Street Circuit. Then we will move to Azerbaijan. We will have a double header of street circuits to start off the season. Then moving along to Paul Ricard for the French Grand Prix as round number 3. Austria will hold round number 4, moving up in place in order. And last year's season finale, Melbourne, will be the 5th Grand Prix we will be watching this year. Spain will come in 6th, followed by Spa in 7th. It was near number 7 last year. Spa had a good Grand Prix. Spain, of course, being added to the calendar for this season. And then the Monaco Grand Prix, the iconic Monaco Grand Prix, will be the 8th round of the Season 5 this year, followed by Bahrain, which is also one of our pre-season testing tracks. Germany then will hold our round number 10, of course Germany not being on the Season 4 calendar, but being a really interesting Grand Prix in Season 3. And then the 11th Grand Prix will be last year's season opener, Brazil, hoping to hold another good race, 2 good previous races there. Silverstone will be round 12, the British Grand Prix will come just before Canada. Canada coming 4 races from the end. Then we do have the Hungarian Grand Prix around the Hungaroring. And we will then go to Monza. And for the season finale, last year's Grand Prix of the year, Abu Dhabi will finish off the calendar. A 16-round calendar for this season with a lot of interesting races. Let us know which one you're looking forward to the most. Of course, Singapore will be a different season opener, not being the normal one. And of course, definitely different drivers quick at different circuits. Of course, we've seen Danny's really quick at Monaco. And of course, we do have that hectic Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, giving 2 very interesting races, unlike it does in the real F1 world. And anyway, that is just a little introduction to season number 5 of the DRC Racing community. And of course, we do have sponsored Grand Prix this year. Of course, we do have the F2 Addict Austrian Grand Prix, and I believe we have the F1 Lover, some number after it, British Grand Prix. And as a new addition to season 5, getting the sponsors a Grand Prix. So that is all we do have, just a little introduction, our driver lineups and our calendar. Of course, pre-season does start on Monday. We'll be live with me in the commentary box on Monday, and we will have a co-commentator for this season. Mimula1 is stopping racing and will be joining me in the commentary box. He will take the Tuesday pre-season testing, then we will both be back for Wednesday. And we do hope you enjoyed this little introduction, of course, why F1 is off. And please do stay safe, stay well, and we'll see you on Monday. Goodbye.